Greetings to educators around the world. On 24th January 2019, schools and educators around the world celebrated the first International Day of Education. It was emphasized that education was a human right, a public good, and a public responsibility, and therefore the most powerful tool to achieve sustainable development. In 2024, the International Day of Education will be celebrated under the theme of Learn for Lasting Peace. The world has seen a surge of violent conflicts, bringing us a record that the UNESCO Constitution declares. Since wars begin in minds of women and men, it is in the minds of women and men that the defense of peace must be constructed. This opening line of UNESCO's Constitution bear witness to our efforts to understand and respond to the very origin of conflict. They are the backbone of all our action.
Since its establishment, UNESCO has reaffirmed its mission to promote education for international understanding, cooperation, and peace. One of the most significant themes that contributes to multicultural understanding is education on world heritage and intangible cultural heritage. The core values of interdisciplinary world heritage education encompass respect for cultural diversity, the inheritance and development of national culture, the cultivation of learners' awareness regarding environmental protection and sustainable development, and the fostering of harmonious international societal growth. As it is interdisciplinary, world heritage education is delivered under the three-dimensional teaching objectives: knowledge, values, and attitudes and skills. It involves various subjects such as language and literature, history, arts, geography, archaeology, architecture, science, information technology, and so on.
From 2020 to 2023, the UNESCO Hong Kong Association, the Hong Kong Institute of Education for Sustainable Development, the UNESCO World Heritage Education Center for Youth, and the Academy of Cultural Heritage and Creativity of Jinan University has collaboratively held 5 classes of the World Heritage and Intangible Cultural Heritage Hong Kong Teacher Training Program. The program aims to assist and train Hong Kong teachers in organizing lessons and activities at school on the topic of nature and cultural heritage and intangible cultural heritage. In the long run, that aims to promote the integration of world heritage education in the overall education curriculum and teaching materials.
In December 2021, the first edition of the World Heritage and Intangible Cultural Heritage Hong Kong School Curriculum Casebook was published. The casebook is a collection of lesson plans and proposals designed by teachers who have graduated from the training program, which undergone careful selection by the editorial board. The first edition of the casebook was very popular, with impressive outcomes and pleasing feedback. Teachers were able to put education theories into classroom practice, as well as guide students to participate in experiential and project-based learning activities hosted by UNESCO Hong Kong.
For instance, in November 2023, we organized the 2023 Hong Kong Great Bay Area Secondary School Model UNESCO Conference on World Heritage. 162 secondary school students from 30 schools in Hong Kong and the Great Bay Area passed the preliminary and participated in the conference. Student delegations representing 54 different countries each proposed innovative solutions to protect world heritage and formed a consensus to establish the youth delegation on protecting world heritage through insightful discussion and negotiation. The theme of cultural heritage conservation was also included in the 2022 to 23 and 2023 to 24 ESD learning program. immersive field trips to heritage sites in Hong Kong was organized, including Tai Kwun, one of the sites that was awarded a UNESCO Asia Pacific Heritage Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation. The aim was to inspire the students to develop their own culture conservation project. On the aspect of intangible cultural heritage, customized programs were offered to schools, combining expert talks on the convention and values of protecting UNESCO World Heritage and intangible cultural heritage, field trips to relevant museums, handcraft workshop, and demonstrations by barriers of ICH. Programs were designed differently to suit interested and knowledge background of students from different year groups.
On the occasion of the 6th International Day, the UNESCO Hong Kong Association and the Hong Kong Institute of Education for Sustainable Development would like to announce the publication of the second edition of the World Heritage and Intangible Cultural Heritage Hong Kong School Curriculum Casebook. I'm honored and privileged in my capacity of UNESCO Chair in Regional Education Development and Lifelong Learning at the Education University of Hong Kong to be one of the co-editors for the casebook. Based on the first edition, the second edition is launched with a brand new design and more comprehensive updated information with regard to World Heritage and ICH protection on local, national, and international levels. Through promoting World Heritage education, we hope to improve young people's awareness of their role as global citizens who could take responsibility to promote cultural diversity and inclusion, thereby forming cultural resonance and narrowing social gaps. We believe that with such consensual efforts, the essence of cultural heritage could be fully realized to promote the theme of the year's International Day of Education, Learning for Lasting Peace. Thank you.
Finally, we wish you a happy Chinese New Year.